A very warm good morning to all of you students. I hope you all are safe at your home. With that wishing, today we have started our new chapter, second number, playing with numbers. So before starting the chapter, some warm up or recall is given in the chapter. Now today we have started with the recall. The first one, solve the given crossword. Yes, you know how to solve the crossword. You are already solved in the newspapers. Yes. See what is given. Across. How much it is? 60,000 minus 1679. So you just have to subtract the number. That is 60,000 minus 1679. And what is your answer? Just do the subtraction. Cut it here. 6 is the 5. Here is the 10. Cut it as 9. Here is the 10, cut it as 9. Here is the 10, cut it as 9. And here is the 10, okay? You know how to subtract the number? Yes. So 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 6 is 3. And 9 minus 1 is 8. Here is the no number. Then you have to write as 5. Okay. So in the across one you have to solve the number. Where you have to write 3. Okay. The third you have to write 5, 8, 3, 2, 1. So here you have to write 5, 8, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now 6. 740 plus 1. So it is 8 is equal to 741 from the 6. 741. Okay. Now in this way you have to solve all the answers and write in the boxes across. Now see the down. The total of 140 and 3. So 100 plus 40 is 140 and 3 is 143. So you just have to write 143 on the down from the 1. 143. Say, so it is the correct answer. Okay. So in this way you have to solve the crossword. Now moving ahead with the main topic, that is playing with number. Just see some introduction is given here. In this chapter, you will learn how to work out problems with more than one operation. Means, what is the meaning of operation? Operation means the addition, subtraction, division and the multiplication are called as the operation. These are the 4 main operations. BODMAS rule helps us to decide which operation should be carried out first. In the previous class, you have observed that pattern in numbers and you also know the concept of factors and multiples. Yes, students, you know what are the factors, what are the multiples? Yes, you have already studied about that. Here, you will learn how to solve the problems of multiplication and division by applying these concepts. Now we are seeing what is the BODMAS rule. What is the BODMAS rule? In the problem where more than 2 operations are involved, the BODMAS rule is followed. When you are using the BODMAS rule, where more than 2 operations, means if the example is given and there are addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, both operations are given, then what you have to do, from where you have to start. That's why the BODMAS rule is given. So according to the BODMAS rule, you have to follow the BODMAS rule and solve the examples. Okay. So do you know what is the meaning of BODMAS? How it is stand for? Just see. The meaning of B means the bracket. So when you are solving the example, first you solve the bracket. Then O means the off, means the multiplication. Meaning of off is off. Okay. O is off. D is stand for division. M is stand for multiplication. A is stand for addition and S is stand for subtraction. So this order should be followed while solving the problem with more than one mathematical operation. Okay. In this way, you have to solve the example. Now see, some problems may have certain numbers which is more than one bracket. Yes, you know, in some examples, more than one bracket is also Also there such problems are solved with the help of following rule. Now for solving the brackets there are some rules. Now see what are the first one. First bracket to be removed, that is line, the line bracket, or it is called as the vinculum. Okay, so first you have to solve the vinculum, or it is called as a line bracket. After that you have to remove the simple bracket. Then third number you have to remove this, it is called as the curly bracket. And at the last you have to remove the square bracket. So in this way you have to follow the bracket, which one is the removed first, and after that you have to solve the examples. Now see, there are some examples are given. You can follow by BODMAS rule. Okay, see in the first example what is given. Simplify 4 plus 5 multiplied by 12 minus 6. So according to BODMAS rule, first we perform the multiplication followed by addition and subtraction. Just see here what is given. First we have to do 4 plus 5 multiplied by 12 minus 6. So which one is the first one? Yes, multiplication. So do the multiplication. 5 12s or 12 5s are 60. Then instead of 5 multiplied by 12 you just write the 60. Then 4 as it is, plus as it is, write the answer of 12 multiplied by 5 60, and then write minus 6. Now here are again the two operations, addition and subtraction. What you have to do first? Addition, that is 6 plus 60 plus 4 is 64, minus 6, it is equal to 58. Okay, are you understood? In this way you have to solve the problems. See the next one also. 5 plus 7 multiplied by 15 divided by 5. Here you can see multiplication, division and addition is given. Okay, so first you have to do the division. So 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. Then put 7 as it is and 5 as it is. Then addition and multiplications are given. So which one you have to solve first? Multiplication. So 7 3s are 21. 5 plus 21, it is equal to 26. So in this way you have to solve the examples. Now see, some also examples are given in my practice, exercise 2.1. Let us start with the 2.1. See the first one. What is given? Simplify the following. The A is 4 plus in square bracket 19 plus in curly bracket 7 plus 3 and the line bracket minus 8 plus 9 curly bracket completed and square bracket again. Now by solving the example of like that, what you have to first do? First you have to solve the line bracket. So put the number as it is. 4 plus square bracket 19 plus in the curly bracket. Which one is the first one? Line bracket. So 7 plus 3 it is equal to 10 minus 8 plus 9. Here is the curly bracket and last you have to write the square bracket. Okay. After that 4 plus square bracket is as it is. First you have to solve the curly bracket. 19 plus 10 minus 8 plus 9. So you have to just subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. So it is 2 plus 9 curly bracket and square bracket. Then again 4 plus square bracket 19 plus 2 plus 9 is 11. Then curly bracket is removed, it is square bracket. Then 4 plus 19 plus this 19 plus 11 it is equal to 30. So what will be the final answer? It is equal to 34. So in this way you have to solve the examples. Okay. Now see the next one. We can see, yes, we have solved the H1. Square bracket 7 multiplied by curly bracket 17 minus 12 minus 8. On that 1 coulomb is there. Minus 6 curly bracket completed divided by 7 and the square bracket. Okay. So first you have to solve the 1 coulomb is the line bracket. So write it as the number as it is, 7 multiplied by curly bracket 17 minus. Then what is the value of 12 minus 8 is equal to 4 minus 6 curly bracket divided by 7. Okay, now you have to solve one by one. Okay, 7 multiplied by, okay, you have to write 7 multiplied by, now 17 minus 4, 17 minus 4 it is equal to 13, and 13 minus 6, here you can solve this one. 17 minus 4 it is equal to 13, 13 minus 6 divided by 7 square bracket. Okay, now 7 multiplied by 13 minus 6, 13 minus 6 is equal to 7. Then here you have to write the curly bracket, then again divided by 7 square bracket, completed. Now here are the division and the multiplication also. So first you have to do the division. So 7 multiplied by 7 divided by 7 is 1. So what will be the answer? The answer is 7. Are you understood how to solve the examples? Okay, now follow the same thing for the remaining one. Okay, now the next one is multiples. When two or more numbers are multiplied, the product is called the multiple of each of the numbers being multiplied. Thus, you can see here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 are the multiples of 5. And what are the multiples of 6? That is 6, 12, 18, 24 and 30. Okay, so what are the multiples? Multiples means when the number is multiplied by one or two or more numbers. Okay, now what are the properties of multiples? Every number is a multiple of itself. Yes, that you know already. Every number is a multiple of 1. Multiple are infinite in number. As you know, when you are multiplying any number by 5, here you can see 5, 5, 5. What is the difference? 5. Okay, so you add the number 5 and you will get the so many of multiples, means the multiples are infinite in numbers. Next, multiple of any number is equal to or greater than the given number. You can see the numbers which are given, means which are the multiples. The multiples are any number is equal to, it is equal to or it is greater than the exact number. Okay, now so these are the properties of multiples. Some questions are given. Write the sixth multiple of 8. What you have to do? Just multiply 6 to the 8. You will get the answer 48. Then is 58 is a multiple of 7? So you divide the 58 is not multiple of 7, because if 58 is not completely divisible by 7, you just divide the number 58 by the 7, you will get the answer 0 0 at last remainder. No, so then 7 is the not multiple of 58. Are you understood? Yes. See the next one. Factors. The factors of a numbers are all the numbers that divide it exactly without leaving a remainder. You know what are the factors? Means if any number is divided by the another number, means if you can see all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18 are called factors of 18, because if you divide 18 by these numbers, no remainder will left. Means the factors are the number which are divided by this number, you will get the remainder 0. When you will get the remainder 0, then only this number is the factor of that number. Understood what are the factors? Now see, there are some properties of factors. Every factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. Yes, because why it is called as an exact divisor? Because you are getting the remainder 0. The smallest factor of every number is 1. Yes, 1 is the smallest factor of every number, because every number is divided by 1. Yes. The greatest factor of every number is the number itself, because a number is divided by itself, you will get the answer 1. The factors of a number is equal to or less than the number. So what are the factors? These are equal to or the less than that number. See here, find all the factors of 72. So how we are finding the factors of 72? Just see, when you are multiplied by 1, so 1 multiplied by 72 is equal to 72. If you are multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by 36, it is again 72. 3 multiplied by 24, again 72. 4 multiplied by 18, 72. 6 multiplied by 12, again 72. And 8 multiplied by 9, you will get the answer 72. Thus, the factors of 72 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Then what you write? 12, 18, 24 and 36, and at the last the number itself is a factor of the number. Are you understood how to find out the factors? Yes. Let's see the next one. Prime and composite number. You are learned about the already in the 5th standard. What is the prime number? Numbers which have only two factors, that is 1 and the number itself, are called the prime factors. Yes, the number can't be divisible by any number other than 1 and the number itself. That is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. So many are there are called the prime numbers. Then what are the composite numbers? Numbers which have more than two factors are called the composite number. For example, see 4. The factors of 4 are 2 multiplied by 2. What about the 6? The factors of 6 are 2 and 3. 8, 2, 4. Yes. 9, 3, 3. 10, 2, 5, 10, 2, 5. Yes. So these numbers are called the composite number because they have the more than two factors. Now see, there is some note. 1 has only one factor, so it is neither prime nor composite. Then 2 is the only prime number which is even. Yes, you know that 2 is the only number which is prime and even. All other prime numbers are odd one. Okay. Now see, there are some examples are given. Now see, some numbers are given here. You can see which numbers are odd one, you have to just circle. Which numbers are prime number, you can circle that number, and which are the composite number, you just cross the number up to 1 to 100. Okay, you can do by your own. Yes, everyone. Now see the next one, even and odd numbers. You know already what are the even number, what are the odd numbers. Okay, numbers which are multiples of 2 are called the even number. For example, 32, 48, so many are there. And what are the odd numbers? Numbers which are not multiples of 2 are called odd number. For example, 43, 57 and so many are there. So, what is even and odd number? Yes, are you understood everyone? See, the next one. Twin primes. They are a pair of prime numbers that differ by 2. Means these are the prime number, but what is the difference between that two number is 2. Okay, now see 3 and 5. Yes, 5 and 7, 11 and 33. Then what is the perfect numbers? A number whose sum of all factors is equal to twice the number is called a perfect number. Just see the example of 6. 6 is a perfect number as the sum of factor. What are the factors of 6? That is 1, 2, 3 and 6. Just add the number. It is equal to 12. So when this 6 is multiplied by 2, you will get the answer 12. Means 6 is the perfect number. Okay. Now the next one is how we are finding the factors. Finding the factors. There are several methods to find the factors of given number. Factors can be known by the method of multiplication and division both. Let us learn these methods one by one. See the first one. If find all the factors of 24. There are the two methods solve this problem. Now see the first one. multiplication method. As you know how to multiply the number and how to find out the factors. Let's see. 24. 24 is 1 multiplied by 24 is 24. This is the multiplication method. 2 multiplied by 12 is again 24. 3 multiplied by 8, 24. And 4 multiplied by 6 is again 24. So 1, 24, 2, 12, 3, 8, 4 and 6 are the factors of 24. So what is this method? This is the multiplication method. Now see the division method. If 24 is divided by 1, 24. 24 is divided by 2, 12. 24 divided by 3, 8. And 24 divided by 4 is 6. So both the quotient and divisors are the factors. Yes. So the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and the number itself, that is 24. So these are the methods. Which one is the easy one? Multiplication method or division method? Both are the easy one. Okay. So in this way you have to find out the factors of any number by multiplication method or by division method. Now see, finding prime factors. See, the prime factors of a number can be found by division or factor tree method. Here you can see, here are not the prime numbers, but when you have to find out the prime factors, what you have to do? You just do the two methods, that is division method and factor tree method. You already learned about the factor tree method and the division method in the 5th standard. Yes, let's see the first example. In this method, we divide 24 by first prime number that exactly divides 24 again and again till the quotient is 1. So up to which number you have to divide? Up to you will get the quotient, that is you will get the quotient 1. Up to that you have to divide that number. Just start that from the 2 because 2 is the first prime number. Okay. When 2 is divided by 24, what will be the answer? 12. Again divide 12 by the 2, you will get the answer 6. When you are dividing 6 to the 2, what you will the answer? 3. And the 3 is the prime number, so no number will be divided by 3. So 3 is divided by 3, you will get the final answer 1. In this way, what are the factors of 24? That is 2, 2, 2 and 3. So here you can write, therefore prime factors of 24 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Okay. So this is the division method to find out the prime factor. Okay. Now factor tree method. It is also the same one. If 24 is divided into the two parts, which are the parts are 3 multiplied by 8. Okay. Next, 3 is the prime number, then you have to divide the 8 into the two part, that is 2 multiplied by 4. Again 2 is the prime number, then divide the 4 into the two parts, that is 2 multiplied by 2. Now see, here we are getting the prime number at the last. So prime factors of 24 are same here, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. So these are the two methods of finding the prime factor. That is, one is the division method and another is the factor tree method. Are you understood, everyone? Now, moving to the next topic, that is common factors and common multiples. If a number is a factor of two or more given numbers, then it is said to be their common factor. Let us find the common factors of 15 and 18. So let's see here, factors of 15 means which numbers are divisible by 15, that is 1, 3, 5 and 15. And then what are the factors of 18? That is 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. Okay. So hence in these two you can see which numbers are common, that is 1 and 3. Other than that, no. So hence 1 and 3 are common factors of 15 and 18. Similarly, if a number is a multiple of two or more number, then it is said to be their common multiple. Let us find some common multiples of 6 and 8. See the multiples of 6. 6 multiple of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54 and 60. And what are the multiples of 8? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72 and 80. Now see in these which are the number whose are common, that is 24, 48. So first two common multiples of 6 and 8 are 24 and 48. So are you understood? Yes. See the third one, prime triplet. A set of three successive prime numbers differing by 2 is called a prime triplet. Means the number which are prime but they are having the successive, means 3 after 5, 5 after 7, means these are having the difference of 2. The only prime triplet that exists is 3, 5, 7. No other than 3, 5, 7 is the any prime triplet. Okay. Then co-prime numbers. If two numbers have only one as their common factor, they are called co-primes. Okay. For example, 3 and 10. If you have taken the example of 3 and 10, so which are the common factors between 3 and 10? That is 1 only, because the factors of 3 are 1 and 3. And what are the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. So which number is the common in both of them? Yes. Hence the common factor is 1. That's why this number is called as the co-prime numbers. Okay. Now moving ahead with our next topic, that is divisibility rule. Divisibility rule. The rule of division helps us to check whether a number is an exact divisor of given number or not. So this is called as the test of divisibility. Okay. Now some rules are given here. We already learned this rule in the previous level. Yes, in the 5th standard you all learn about the divisibility rule. So we are taken some quick revision of that. The first one, a number is divisible by 2 if the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. That you know already? Yes. Now see the B one, a number is divisible by 3. When it is divisible by 3? If the sum of the digit divisible by 3. Okay. Next, a number is divisible by 4. When it is divisible by 4? If the last two digits are 0, 0 or divisible by 4. Then what about the 5? A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is 0 or 5. Next, a number is divisible by 6. When it is divisible by 6? If the number is divisible by 2 and 3 both. If a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then only this number is divisible by 6. Then what about the 8? A number is divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits are divisible by 8. Okay. Now what about the 9? A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. It is the same as the 3, means you have to just add all the numbers. If the number is divisible by 9, if the sum is divisible by 9, then the total number is divisible by 9. Then what about the 10? Now see, what about the 10? A number is divisible by 10 if the last digit is 0. Means if every number is having the last digit 0, then it is divisible by 10. Now, to check the divisibility by 7, take the last digit of the number, double it and subtract it from the remaining number. If the answer of 10 is 0 or a number divisible by 7, the original number is divisible by 7, otherwise not. This process can be continued till we reach a smaller number. Okay. Now what about the 11? A number is divisible by 11 when the difference between the sum of every digit in the odd places and every digit in even place of that number is 0 or multiple of 11. So some more divisibility rules are also given here. Let's see. A number is divisible by another number when it is divisible by each of the factor of that number. For example, 36 is divisible by 12. Then 36 also divisible by each of the factors of 12. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Yes. If a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product also. Just see the example. 56 is divisible by co-prime numbers. That is 4 and 7. And you know 4 sevens are 28. So then it is divisible by 28 also. And next one. If two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum is also divisible by that number. See what is the example of that? 24 and 54 both are divisible by 6. Yes. Then their sum 78 is also divisible by 6. If two given numbers are divisible by a number, then difference is also divisible by that number. For example, 24 and 54 both are divisible by 6. You know in the table of 6, 24 and 54 are also there. Yes. Then what is their difference? Their difference is 30. So in the table of 6, 30 is also present. Yes. Means their difference 30 is also divisible by 6. So that are some rules are given for the divisibility rules. Yes. Now some more divisibility test. A number is divisible by 12. When it is divisible by 12? If it is divisible by both 3 and 4. It is like that the 6th one. Okay. A number is divisible by 15 if the number is divisible by both 3 and 5. That is 3 5s are 15. 3 4s are 12. Okay. If a number is divisible by 18 if the number is divisible by both 9 and 2 means 9 2s are 18. Then the last one is a number is divisible by 25 if the last two digits are zeros or divisible by 25 means if the last numbers are having the two zeros or it is divisible by 25 then a number is divisible by 25. So these are some divisibility test of the numbers are given. Using this you have to find out the which number is divisible by any number or not. Okay. Now, some exercise is given on the basis of divisibility rule and the factors. Just see the first one.